Breaking news report, NEET paper leaked. Students protest. Immediate action demanded.
I studied honestly. I sacrificed everything. What was my mistake? Why me?
I didn't come this far to quit. Life delayed me, but life has not defeated me.
There are days that test your knowledge. There are days that test your courage. And then there are days that test your patience. Days when you question yourself. Days when you question life. Days when everything you've worked for seems to be slipping away. But sometimes life doesn't delay you to destroy you. Sometimes life delays you to reveal the person you're becoming. This is the story of Arjun, not the story of an exam, not the story of a paper leak, not even the story of success. This is the story of a young man who refused to surrender when life became unfair. Because dreams are not tested when everything goes right. Dreams are tested when everything goes wrong. 4:30 a.m. The entire neighborhood was asleep, but one room was awake. Arjun sat at his desk. Physics formulas covered one wall, biology diagrams filled another, coffee cups, sticky notes, mock tests, and dreams. His mother entered quietly.
Beta, have some tea.
Just 10 more minutes, Ma.
His mother smiled.
You've been saying 10 more minutes for 2 years.
Both laughed. Arjun looked at her.
Ma, one day people will call me Dr. Arjun.
And one day I'll proudly say, that's my son.
Behind that smile were years of sacrifices. Missed birthdays, no vacations, no late-night movies, no parties. Only one dream: to become a doctor, to save lives, to make his parents proud, to prove that dreams born in ordinary homes can create extraordinary futures. Finally, the day arrived. The exam hall. Thousands of students, thousands of dreams, thousands of beating hearts. After years of preparation, everything came down to a few hours. Outside the center, his father waited anxiously. As Arjun came out,
How was it?
Arjun smiled.
It was a really tough exam, Dad. But I honestly did my very best.
His father placed his hand on his shoulder.
Then that's enough.
They went home happily, believing the storm had passed, but they had no idea. The real test hadn't even begun. Days later, news channels exploded. Social media was filled with anger, confusion, questions, investigations, uncertainty. Arjun sat frozen in front of the television. His heartbeat became heavier. Months, years, sacrifices. Everything suddenly felt uncertain. He switched off the television and sat silently. For the first time in years, he cried. Books remained untouched. His room became quiet. The same room that once held dreams now held disappointment. One evening, his mother entered.
Beta, come eat.
I'm not hungry.
You haven't eaten since morning.
Suddenly,
Why, Ma? I studied honestly. I sacrificed everything. What was my mistake? Why me?
his mother couldn't answer, because sometimes life asks questions that even love cannot answer. That night, his father sat beside him. After a long silence,
If a storm destroys a farmer's crop, does he stop farming forever?
Arjun looked up.
He cries, he rests, and then he plants again.
The next morning, his friend Rahul called.
I'm quitting.
What? I'm tired, brother. I can't go through this again.
Arjun stayed silent because he was thinking the same thing. That evening, he stood before the mirror, eyes swollen, heart broken, and asked himself,
What if I fail again?
Suddenly, he remembered his mother's smile, his father's sacrifices, the little boy who once dreamed of becoming a doctor. He looked straight into the mirror and said,
I may be hurt, I may be tired, but I didn't come this far to quit. Life delayed me, but life has not defeated me.
The alarm rang again, 4:30 a.m. Not because he was motivated, not because he felt confident, but because discipline doesn't care about emotions. He sat again. One chapter, one test, one day, one step. His friends doubted him. Relatives advised him. People mocked him. Relative,
Take another path.
neighbor,
Enough now.
friend.
Why suffer?
But Arjun understood something. Dreams belong to people who keep showing up, not to people who wait for perfect conditions. Months passed. Finally, the day arrived, the re-examination. Outside the center, thousands of students, not just carrying admit cards, but carrying hope, fear, pain, and unfinished dreams. Arjun looked at the sky, closed his eyes, and whispered,
God, I have done my part. Now I leave the rest to you.
He entered the examination hall, not with fear, but with peace, because this time, he wasn't fighting an exam. He was fighting the person who wanted to give up. Hours later, he came out smiling. His father was waiting.
How was it?
Arjun smiled, not with arrogance, but with peace.
I gave everything, Papa.
His father smiled.
Then everything will be fine.
Result day. The entire house was silent. His hands trembled. His mother stood beside him praying. His father pretended to remain calm. Arjun clicked and froze. Tears filled his eyes. His mother became nervous.
What happened?
Unable to speak, he turned the laptop toward them. His father looked, and tears rolled down his face. His mother covered her mouth. All India rank. Excellent score. Dr. Arjun. His mother hugged him tightly. Mother crying.
I told you. You had already made me proud.
His father smiled through tears.
No storm lasts forever, son.
5 years passed. Government hospital, emergency ward. People rushed everywhere. Nurses, patients, families praying. And standing there, wearing a white coat, was Dr. Arjun Sharma. A young boy entered with his mother. The boy looked afraid. Arjun smiled.
Don't worry, champion. We'll take care of everything.
The boy smiled. As Arjun examined him, he remembered the younger version of himself, the boy who once cried alone, the boy who almost gave up, the boy who questioned life, and he smiled because now he understood nothing was wasted, not the tears, not the delay, not the pain. Everything had prepared him for this moment, saving lives, serving people, living his dream. Maybe life has been unfair to you. Maybe your plans have changed. Maybe you feel left behind. But remember this, a delay is not a denial. One bad chapter is not the end of the book. The darkest nights produce the brightest sunrises. And sometimes life breaks your plans because God's plans are bigger. If you're tired, rest. If you're hurt, heal, but don't quit. Because somewhere in the future, there's a version of you looking back at this difficult phase, smiling, thanking you for not giving up. Comment, "I will not quit," if you're still fighting for your dream. Subscribe for more motivation.